Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video, and I'm hoping this doesn't look too bad. Should actually look a little bit better than when I record on my webcam, but the camera might be a little bit shaky. I'm literally doing all of this through my phone because my webcam's moving all buggy and everything, and I'm not giving you guys 240p quality. You man at cfctvyt are better than that. So big up to all you guys anyway. Hope everybody's had a peaceful weekend. The fact that Chelsea haven't played is probably better off for a lot of us. Even if we are coming off a victory against Southampton, with the run of form that we've been on going into that game, I feel like we could all do with a couple of days off. But we're still within the news. There's still a lot of topics going around surrounding Chelsea and our weird little friendship that we've had with AC Milan. We're being linked with a string of their players, and they've got the whole Joao Felix situation as well. So we're going to touch on the whole Joao Felix situation, Rafael Leao. We've got a here we go, even though the window's over, and it's still another player that doesn't really help us anyway. But we're going to touch on all of that later in the video. And I think we also have, what else? No, it is just AC Milan talk and the latest here we go at Chelsea. But yeah, big up to every single one of you that's locked in though. Hit the like button, subscribe, let us know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know how the camera quality looks in this video. But we're going to start off with the here we go. Just once I can get this mouse to work. Nope, the mouse don't want to work either. We're going to do it manually. But Dene Evangelista to Chelsea is the latest transfer. For 10 million euros plus 4 million in add-ons and taxes covered. This is not really what we were looking for, but this is another transfer that's for the future. It's another one of the players where we have the idea of like building them up and then hoping to develop and flip them over the next couple years, which I'll be so real, I don't care too much about. He might be a good talent for us over the next few years, but for now, it's still just echoes my thoughts over the last two windows where it's been like, we've had the money available to strengthen the first team, and instead we've looked to focus on investments for the future, which I don't really understand because I feel like we've already got to that point with the squad now. Like, you think about it, over the last couple of years, we've spent money on the likes of Cassidy, on the likes of Kellyman. I know people have forgotten Kellyman even exists. Diego Moreira, Ugo Chukwu. We're talking about Datro Fofana. Like the 6 other goalkeepers that we've signed. Like, but we want to pretend that there's not enough money to strengthen the first team. Because I haven't forgotten that those briefings were around during January. Meanwhile, we were still thinking about whether to spend 60 million on Garnacho. Like, we try and peddle lies to the fan base every single day, and people just aren't falling for it anymore. We've just splashed out another 10 million. All this money that you spend on youth players who aren't ready for the first team now all add up to money that could have been spent on strengthening the first team. And then when the first team strengthen and it's at a place where it can compete for Premier League titles, then you could go and look at the investment options as well. Although even ideally, not even do that. Wait until we have a squad that's actually won a league title and has built the experience off doing that, like Roman Abramovich did, and then focus on the youth setup. But we've done it all backwards. We've done it all backwards. And all we've done is ponder about spending 60 million on Garnacho. We've bought a Mugu for, I think, 12 million euros. And now this one's gone for another 10. Welcome to Chelsea and all of that. I'm not going to hate on the kid from the first minute. Like, that doesn't help anybody, especially him. He's got to acclimatise to a new culture. Man's coming from Brazil and all that. But it's just not going to do anything for us now. Just not going to do anything for us. Now, let's go into the first team topics. At the very least, because I don't even know if this guy's going to be in the first team. He's probably going to go straight into our academy team, just like Amari Kellyman did. But Joao Felix is not having as good of a time at AC Milan as we originally thought when he scored in his debut against, I think, Roma. The latest we've heard from Fabrizio Romano is that the current feeling is that AC Milan will not continue with Joao Felix. Internally, it's not been what they expected. It's really difficult for Milan, not only down to Joao. Let's wait for the new direction, but they can't imagine going to Chelsea and paying 40 to 45 million. 86 Longo, I think that's an AC Milan source or an Italian source, has said there's two options to sign Joao Felix to for AC Milan. Now, one is between 41 to 45 million euros or 33 to 37 million pounds in this summer, or by extending the loan with a mandatory purchase option, they could buy him for 31 to 33 million or 25 to 27 million pounds in the summer of 2026. Now, I'm feeling if they take any option, it's probably going to be the second one, because right now they're not in good form. There's been a lot of protests from their fans towards the entire club of AC Milan as a whole, from the players to the manager to the staff to the ownership. AC Milan fans have protested everything, and to be honest, they've used a couple methods that we could probably take a little bit of an education from, especially from their last game. All of them just didn't enter the stands for the first 15 minutes of the game, and they left the ultras section empty. Low-key think we could do something like that if our form doesn't improve over the next few match days, because we have a very good run of games coming up. And quietly, I'm including the Arsenal game. But back to Joao Felix. I don't think AC Milan are going to take up Joao Felix this summer unless they get UCL. And even then, I think they're still going to look for a loan with an option to buy next year. You know what we're dealing with these Serie A clubs. They're all stingy as hell. But Joao Felix has also failed to impress. He had that one good debut off the bench, and everything since then has just made him look like the same thing that he's looked like at Chelsea, which is a good squad option. Like, he's not been great in the final third. He's been very shot heavy, but with no end product. Apparently, he's been lazy off the ball as well. And he's just failed to impress. Like, he's been getting cooked by the Italian media. There was one source that said he is as handsome as he is useless, which is brazy for someone who's only been there for a couple of weeks. So I do think Joao Felix is ultimately going to end up back at Chelsea, because I don't even know if we're really going to look for the loan with an option to buy next season too. Especially when I do think Joao Felix could just be a decent squad player for us. He might as well just be. And the problem with that is that Joao Felix doesn't see himself as that. That's why him and his agent were pushing for any loan move out of Chelsea within 4 months, because he's still trying to showcase himself as a first teamer, but he's not showing himself on the pitch. You're looking as bad at Milan as you were looking like at Chelsea. You were looking like good depth here and you look like good depth there and nothing more. It's just the expectation for Joao Felix is always going to be higher than that. And you're not showing that you can perform to that level. So I think Joao Felix is going to end up at Chelsea again in the summer. And low-key, I think Felix is just going to have to humble himself at this point and accept that you're not that guy anymore. You're going to have to prove yourself again off the bench and be patient and wait for opportunity. The only thing I could say is that Maresca could have brought you off the bench a little bit earlier, but you're not really showing yourself at Milan either, so you're not proving anyone wrong. You ain't proving anyone wrong. Let me know your thoughts on the Joao Felix situation down in the comment section below. Just to round out, we're going to talk about Rafael Leao, because a few days ago, it was reported that we made contact to find out about Leao's situation ahead of the summer transfer window. Again, if AC Milan don't make UCL, they might have to sell one of their star players. And Rafael Leao could be an opportunity for Chelsea. But I really don't know where I stand with this one, because there's two ways to look at it. On one side, Leao provides a lot of direct play. He's a direct winger that we kind of need in the team. He's got PMP, he's got a decent amount of technical quality. But on the other hand, we play with a high press. We play with a system that needs defensive work rate from the wings. And Leao doesn't give you any of that at all. And I don't know if he's good enough to accommodate for that lack of defensive work rate. And he's not really been in good form either. And every time I watch him, I can't help but shake the belief that he's only really good at counter-attacks. He seems like another transition demon, and we're not really trying to play that style of play. So I don't know if this is the right move for us overall. I'm in two minds about it. I really am. I don't know. He could be a direct option for us, but I don't know if he suits the style of play that we have. And it does feel like it's another push from Jorge Mendes, because we've been linked with a string of his players. We brought in Pedro Neto. We brought in Joao Felix. They're all Jorge Mendes players. And with AC Milan links, it just feels like a very easy link to make too. But I don't know if he's the right fit for us. And we can't really be doing any more experiments at this stage of Chelsea's project. We need players that we know are going to fit the way that we play. And I just don't think he does. So I'm kind of on the side of no, we don't need a Rafael Leao. But let me know you guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. Big up to all you man that's locked in though. Hit the like, subscribe, all of that crap. And yeah, great to be back on the channel. Up the Chelsea. Big up all you guys.